The film opens in a desert region in the Middle East, where a massive Chinese-owned oil refinery is operating under tight security. The refinery provides fuel to various regions and is seen as a strategic asset. However, the peaceful atmosphere is shattered when a group of heavily armed mercenaries led by the villain, Owen Paddock, Pilu Asbek, launches a surprise attack. The attack is swift and devastating, with explosions rocking the facility as the mercenaries storm in, killing security personnel and taking hundreds of workers hostage. Their goal? To steal a massive oil shipment and create an environmental catastrophe to manipulate global fuel prices. China, seeing the gravity of the situation, sends in an elite security team led by Luo Feng, Jackie Chan, a highly skilled ex-special forces officer with a strong sense of duty. His mission is simple: evacuate the civilians and stop the terrorists from achieving their goal. Meanwhile, in a nearby war-torn city, we are introduced to Chris Van Horn, John Cena, a former U.S. Marine who now works as a mercenary. Chris is tough, skilled in combat, and has a heart of gold, even though he takes jobs that put him in morally gray situations. Chris is initially working for a private security contractor who claims that the attack on the refinery is justified. He is misled into believing that they are protecting the locals from exploitation. However, as he learns more about Paddock's real plan, he realizes he has been deceived. As Luo's rescue convoy moves towards the refinery, they are ambushed by Paddock's mercenaries along the Highway of Death, a treacherous road filled with wreckage, bandits, and sandstorms. Luo and his team put up a valiant fight, using military-grade weapons and Jackie Chan's signature hand-to-hand combat to fend off attackers. During this battle, Chris shows up leading another group of mercenaries. Initially, Luo and Chris find themselves on opposite sides, engaging in an intense one-on-one martial arts fight mixed with wrestling moves. However, as Chris learns the truth about Paddock's intentions, he decides to switch sides and help Luo. The two warriors form an uneasy alliance, combining Luo's tactical experience with Chris's brute strength and military background. Now working together, Luo and Chris must get past several deadly obstacles before reaching the refinery, the highway ambush. As they drive towards the facility, they are pursued by a convoy of armored mercenary vehicles. This leads to an explosive car chase, where Luo and Chris must outmaneuver and destroy their enemies while navigating the dangerous terrain. The Sandstorm Battle. A massive sandstorm hits, creating a chaotic battlefield. Luo and Chris use the storm to their advantage, setting up traps and engaging in brutal hand-to-hand combat against mercenaries who can barely see in the storm. The hijacked supply train. Before reaching the refinery, they encounter a train carrying stolen supplies. Paddock's men are using it to transport oil barrels. Luo and Chris board the moving train, leading to an intense fight sequence atop the train cars, culminating in a massive explosion as they derail the train to stop the heist. Luo and Chris finally reach the refinery, where Paddock is overseeing the final phase of his plan, loading the stolen oil onto tankers that will be sent to a secret location. If he succeeds, it will trigger a global crisis, making him billions in profit. The duo splits up. Luo infiltrates the refinery, using his martial arts and stealth tactics to eliminate enemy guards and disable key systems. Chris takes on Paddock's right-hand man, engaging in a brutal, high-impact, hand-to-hand showdown that sees Chris using his brute strength and military training to overpower his opponent. Finally, Luo reaches Paddock, leading to an intense final confrontation. After a thrilling fight, Luo defeats Paddock and prevents the last tanker from leaving. In a final act of desperation, Paddock tries to escape in a helicopter, but Chris uses a missile launcher to bring it down, ensuring that justice is served. With the refinery secured and the workers rescued, Luo and Chris part ways on good terms. Luo returns home as a national hero, while Chris, now free from his mercenary past, decides to use his skills for good causes instead of money. The movie ends with a light-hearted moment between the two as they joke about their unlikely friendship before walking off in separate directions. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more exciting movie breakdowns. Stay tuned for more action-packed recaps only on DaVinci Movie Recap.